Well, happy Saturday night, everybody. I just thought I'd check in with all y'all and see what you're up to. It's Saturday night, and I want to let you know also that this coming February 4th, I will be going, Mondays with Mark will be starting back up. February 4th, Mondays with Mark. Now, I don't know who the first guest will be. I've sent an email. Hello, Victoria. Ellis, hi, y'all coming in. Let me move this over here where I can let y'all see your names. Hello, Lucretia, Brenda Davis. Hey, is it doing it? Changing? Let's see. Okay. Hi, Dusty Wells. Hello, Dusty Wells, one of the greatest encouragers. I love old Dusty. Let me get my mic over here where y'all can hear me real good. Yes, February 4th. Hey, Dusty, you could help me get some guests lined up. I'm hoping to have a really good guest for February 4th. And I sent an email to Chaz Corzine, you know who I'm probably thinking about, asking to be on the show. Hello. And what are y'all doing on Saturday night? I'm at home. All my friends are out. Colleen's at a birthday party. Dina's out somewhere. I don't know. All my friends are out, and I'm home alone, and I love it. I'm in the lazy boy. Of course, I'm always home alone, but I do live at a compound. You know, my best friend Dina lives in the back house. What we did when I moved to Houston about 15 years ago, moved back home. I bought a piece of property with Dina, and we subdivided it. She built her house in the back. I built my house in the front. And it's a great little compound to grow old in. And we made all of the hallways wheelchair accessible because I figure I'm going to plan on dying here. And this would make a nice nursing home one day because there's no stairs. It's all one floor. See, I've got it all planned out. So anyway, let's see who else coming in. Josh Sayers. Hello, Josh. Is that coming up? Lisa, hello. I love all y'all coming in. Let's see how many of y'all are in here. So 671 on a Saturday night. I am flying early in the morning for Key West, Florida. I've never been there before. I'm meeting my brother and his wife and kids there. Oh, well, Courtney and her husband, just 4 of them. And that's going to be fun. The weather's supposed to be incredible, like 76 degrees. Hello, Susan Norwood. I see you've tuned in. Move this up where you can see your names. Are y'all ready for church in the morning? Look at this. Love it, Jan K. And I want this going. Hey, Matthew Cooper. Yeah, February 4th. And I'm hoping to have a bunch of good guests this year on Mondays with Mark. I see Debbie, hello. I'm just really sitting here bored tonight and thought I'd get on here and see what you're doing. Isn't this great we can do this? I'm a nurse working with the elderly. I can hire you, Debbie, when I get old. Well, that won't be long. I'm already 60. So where are all of you tonight? I'm in Houston. Good night. Look at all these people. Yes, I'm ready for church, Beth says. What church you going to tomorrow, Beth? I won't be able to go. I'll be in the air. My flight's at 7:30 a.m. So I'm in tonight early. So thank you for making me smile. What does this say? Thank you, Kim Elliott Whelan, making me smile when you posted the video of the babies crying on the airplane. Oh, my gosh, that was so... Well, you know, it was Christmas. So everybody was going to see their family at Christmas, Kim, and it was unbelievable. And so I thought, man, I have to make a video of this. Of course, I had the headphones on, so it really didn't bother me. But I could still hear it through the headphones, through the noise cancellation headphones, all those children crying, and I thought that'd make a funny video. Of course, I was a kid once. What is happening over here? I love this app I have that allows me to get on here and post your comments. Hello, Lincoln, Christine in Lincoln, Nebraska. Anybody here live in Key West and got any recommendations of where to eat? because you know that's the most important thing. Oh, I just saw somebody on. Wait, it goes by so fast. Bridge City, Texas. Hello. I saw the UK was on here. If you're in another country right now, put your name in here. I mean your country where you are, and I'm gonna see if I can catch it and put it. Looking forward to the cruise. Hey Chris, it's gonna be fun. The cruise starts March 23rd, and y'all, if you want to go on the cruise, there are cabins available. I posted earlier today something, and some people were saying we tried to purchase rooms online and it wouldn't let us do it. So I called Landon Bean, who's kind of head of the whole thing, and he said, "Oh yeah, they quit selling the rooms online, but you can still call the 800 number, which is 1-800-881-8844." And go on the cruise with me. Mark Lowry's Spring Fling Cruise. It's going to be the Ball brothers, who I've not met, but I hear they're wonderful guys. The Martins, they're going to be on there. Great harmony. Who else? Stan Whitmire. Me. My pastor, Brett Jones. You'll finally get to hear him speak in person. And I cannot wait for you to meet him. I hope, of course, we're going to have a lot of fun, a lot of concerts, and we're going to do, pajama karaoke, and, hopefully the Not So Newlywed Game. I think that would be fun. But we're going to have a lot of time to sit and just talk about God, about things, about life, I hope. And there's only going to be about 300 or less in our group. So it'll be easier to get to know each other. Gaither sells out the whole ship. I sold out a few rooms, and I hope you've got one of them. I hope you're going to be on the cruise. Yes, Chris, I think that was Chris who said that. Let me see what else. Saw the Ball brothers last month. Lynn, how did you like them? Aren't they nice fellas? I just heard Bo come through the doggy door. Let me tell you something, y'all. If you don't have a doggy door, if you've got a dog and no doggy door, they're amazing. I had to train them, to go through it. I had to go through it, crawl through it a few times myself to show them how to do it. No, I'm kidding. But once they get the hang of it, you never have to get up again. I've been on 3 Gaither cruises, Pat Johnson says, with you, Alaska and the Caribbean, 2 times. Those are fun, too. I love the Gaither cruises. But I'm going to be in charge of this one. Finally, I'm in control. Yeah, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Gaither sells out the whole ship, though. Everybody can't know everybody. If you only have 200 or 300, surely everybody can get to know each other better. Let's see what else is up here y'all are saying. Myrtle Beach, Mississippi. Oh, no, Myrtle, Mississippi. Hello, Carolyn. I have a doggy door, and I love it. Aren't they the best, Karen? I'm telling you, I miss your car conversations with your pastor. Well, you know what? That's what we're going to try to do on the cruise. And I may record some of those so I can air them when I get home. But, Kay, I miss those too. But, my church has gotten so big, and he's so busy. So we don't get to go on many conversations, any car rides anymore. Right? I hope we can soon. Yes, the Ball brothers were great and so funny. Lynn, listen, have you seen their Facebook videos? I'm sure you have. You got to go to your Facebook, look up the Ball brothers and watch some of their videos. They're hysterical. Of course, they're young and they got energy. I love all that. Thanks for signing my last word video in Birmingham. Well, you're welcome, Jordan. I was happy to do it. I have a dog. Well, will you do any more concerts beside the cruise? Carla, not this year. I'm not. I'm taking this year off, and maybe next year I might do some, but I have no plans to do anything besides the cruise this year. That's all I'm doing. And I've turned everybody down. I turned Bill Gaither down. I've turned Phil Waldrop down, and I love these people. They have supported me. Have you ever been to one of those Phil Waldrop senior events? Y'all, you got to go if you're a senior. And he has women retreats too, Women of Joy, and they're wonderful. And he asked me to do them this year, and I told him I'm taking the year off. And he supported me. He said, "Man, that's great. Take some time off." But I'm still going to do Mondays with Mark, unless, I may not hit every Monday, but I'll let you know. I'll try to hit most of them. Hello from Northeast Colorado. Selena Kennedy, I love Colorado. I think it's one of the most beautiful places. Hawaii and Colorado are kind of amazing. Angela Will says, Quad Cities, I miss the Gaithers when they were here. Want to head to Indiana to the Gaither Resource Store. Well, Angela, you'll enjoy that. Bill always calls me from there and says, "Hey, I just walked through the store and you and I," evidently they just keep on a loop there, me and Bill, our comedy stuff through the years. And he'll call me and say, tell me what we were talking about on the videos. It's been a long time. What about for $1 million? Okay, I'm lost, David. What about for $1 million? Would I go sing? Well, yeah. I'm not stupid. But probably not. Well, yeah, I would. Yeah, what a dumb question. Of course I would. Anyway, how's it going, bud? Andrew, it's going great. Hello, Brazil. Hey, Brian Dudley from Brazil. How nice. Thank you for tuning in. And Temple, Texas. Pam Watson. Hey, Pam. Have you ever been to Massachusetts? Marcia, I have. But not to sing much up there. There's not a big demand for Southern gospel in Massachusetts. Let's see. Hello from Manitoba, Canada. Hi, Maine Cam. That's an interesting name. Teresa Joyce, hello. From Evansville, Indiana. Lucy. Anybody got any question? Oh, I had tacos tonight. There's a place near my house that makes the best Tex-Mex tacos. And so I went over there, but now it's kind of backfiring. I feel them churning. Of course, I have the National Geographic channel on. I love that National Geographic channel. Some cats chasing some, I don't know what they're doing. Anyway, so February 4th, we're going to start Mondays with Mark again. And hopefully we'll have a really fun guest. And if not, we'll just sit and do what we're doing here. They don't know what they're missing in Massachusetts. Well, thank you, Belinda. Rachel, I love Michigan. Michigan, in my early part of my career when I was first getting started, if it hadn't been for Michigan. And the first time I ever sang Mary Did You Know was in Detroit, Michigan. I was doing a concert. Michael English had already recorded it. And I think Kathy Mattea, and it kind of started taking off. Well, it was well enough for people to know, number one, I'd written it, and number two, with Buddy Green, and number two, so they thought I sang it. They just figure if you write it, you sing it. Well, I'd never tried to sing it because it goes too high. The range is too wide, And so I was doing a concert in Detroit. And I remember the night. Someone hollered out, "Sing Mary Did You Know?" And I said, "Well, I've never sung it." And someone else said, "Sing it, sing it." And so I said, "Well, here we go." And I sang it a cappella. And I've sung it every night since. Because it's like something came down out of heaven. And I felt it, And, man, I lowered it so I could hit the high note, evidently, when Bill got a hold of it. But with Bill, on the Broadway video, I could go up and hit it. That was in the early 2000s. But now I can't. I have to go down to the baritone. Praises of the Lamb, rather than praises of the, whatever it is. Are you a singer or a comedian? Who asked that? And then it just scoots by so fast. Oh, gosh, if I could get this thing slowed down. Someone asked, are you a singer or a comedian? I just saw that. Well, I don't consider myself a comedian. I'm a storyteller, and hopefully the stories have enough humor in them that it will hold the attention of the audience. And so, what was I just saying? There's too much going on here. I got the questions over here. Am I a singer or a comedian? Okay, I started out singing. I had to do something between the tracks, started talking. The humor came along, and I liked it. I liked seeing the audience laugh. That's the only way you knew Baptists were listening back then, because they would laugh. They wouldn't shout or say amen, but they'd laugh. And so I got labeled a comedian, but I don't think I am. But I don't mind it. I mean, I don't care if they want to call me a comedian. I figure if you ain't real good at if you're not really great at one thing, you got to be good at a lot of things, So if you spin enough plates, or if you throw enough stuff on the wall, hopefully something will stick. And all I've ever cared about is communicating. I want to be able to communicate, whether it's talking, singing, writing, because you can have the best idea in the world, and if nobody's listening, if nobody's getting it, what good is it? You can have the greatest sermon in the world, but if you get to your second point and the whole crowd's asleep, you should have stayed home, and they should have too. But you just got to find out what you do best to hold their attention and then communicate that way. That's what I figure. I can't wait to see you it will be February 4th. Oh, yeah, Brenda, that's when I'm going to bring Mondays with Mark back. We'll have to remember to wish you a happy birthday. Oh, no one sings Mary D. Oh, thank you, Teresa Hubbard. That's sweet. Oh, thank you, Rhonda Hackler. I can't wait. Let's see what else is up here. Let's see if I find any more good questions. Oh, here it is. Here's the one that Wayne Evan asked if I was a singer or a comedian. I hope I answered that for you, Wayne. Hey, Lamar Keener. The Mark Did You Know parody was great. Loved it. Oh, yeah, wasn't that funny? Lamar Keener was a bigwig at Liberty when I was a student there. He was a student a few years ahead of me, but I remember weren't you in a quartet or something back then? And I can't remember all, but you were a big deal. And good to hear from you, buddy. I do have a question regarding here's a question about royalties. Let's see if I can. I do have a question regarding royalties for Mary Did You Know. Do you and Buddy share equally? Well, yes, we do. He gets half. The song is split in half because he wrote the music, I wrote the lyrics. Now, he kept his publishing, which means he gets twice as much as I do, because I signed my publishing over to Word. I was an artist at Word Records at the time in 1991, and I signed all my songs over to them, and Mary Did You Know happened to be one of them. And so, Buddy, for every dollar I get, he gets two. But I'm happy. I really am happy about it, because he had to raise kids. All I had to raise was dogs, and there was one barking right there, Bella Dean, and he has got the two greatest girls. Buddy Green does. One of them I call the bass, and because when she was little, she'd be two. We were on the Gaither cruise, and had one of those big cameras back in the day, and I would always harass their door, go to their door, knock on it, and she would open the door. Go away, Mark Lowry. Go away. And she had this deep voice, but I hope she grew out of that. She's somewhere in California now, I hear. Have you ever forgotten the lyrics to your songs? Yes. And I've made them up on the spot. I've even forgotten the lyrics to Mary Did You Know, or got them turned around and stuff, and then I snapped to and realized, what are you doing? But yes. One trick I know, there was a guy, I'm not going to tell you who it was. Anyway, back in college, whenever he'd forget the words, he'd pretend he's crying, like he got blessed. And we used to love that. We'd love to watch him sing, because he'd just start crying. And we knew he'd forgotten the words again. Hello, Northern Ireland. I would love to go on your cruise, but too many commitments. Keep at it, Mark. Thank you, Noel McNinch. Is that how you say that, McNinch? We need to get you some real... Oh, here's something interesting. We need to get you some real Hatch chili. You have fans in New Mexico. Let me tell you, I've had Hatch chili. I love it. It's amazing. Yeah, it's delicious. If you've never had Hatch chili, go to Colorado. They're in there. Or Arizona or somewhere out there. No one can say if you like because you're so, I think, personally right. I'm trying to read these before I stick them up here in case anybody's cussing. Were you born in Texas? Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir, Roger Locklear, I was. Born right here in Houston, Texas, June 24th, 1958, down there at the hospital when, they just started delivering babies in hospitals. No, yeah, my parents were born here in Houston. My grandfather, Pawpaw, used to talk about, he could remember when Houston had one stoplight. So that's pretty amazing. Well, y'all, I've enjoyed just kind of sitting here talking to y'all. Remember, February 4th, Mondays with Mark, we'll fire back up. And it probably won't be any more interesting than just sitting here and talking to y'all tonight, but, you need to be there anyway. It's not NBC, but y'all show up. Let's see. I used to move my mouth in silence. Oh, wait, here's something. Hey, y'all, when you write a comment, you don't have to put it in all caps. It looks like you're screaming. I used to move my mouth in silence and pretend the microphone was off and blame the guy in the mixer while I was remembering the lyrics. I know it's not very Christian to do that. Oh, Marlon Moody Spence, that is funny. That is funny. I need to move this up here because it's blocking my comments. Hey, Carol from Oklahoma City, go Colts. Hey, y'all. The Colts won, I guess. I quit watching that game because Houston was getting their tail beat. Isn't that the game? Oh, wait. Let's not wait. Carol Pennington, someone else talked about the game. Didn't Houston lose? And when I quit watching, we were behind by 20 points to 0. Who cussed? Nobody cussed, Rhonda. In case they do, I didn't want to put it up there on the screen. Are you going to put out any more CDs or DVDs? I don't know, really. Don't have any plans to. But I've never had any plans. I never have had plans. I'm surprised I got this far, y'all. I'd never planned. I just took one step at a time. You just stick one foot in front of the other, and you end up somewhere eventually. But that's sort of what I did. God opened the doors. I walked through them. And I did have desires. I wanted a word recording contract. I'd never had any desire to be in the Gaither vocal band because I didn't think I could. And it was never anything I wanted. I never was a big quartet fan. I love trios. I love the Rambos. I do love the Goodmans. I think it's like I like a woman's voice to cut up the mud. Because 4 male voices, unlike Bill Gaither, he loves them. He says, wouldn't surprise him if they put the trumpet down and when the Lord comes, a male quartet, announces it. I wouldn't count on that. Because to me, a male quartet can sound like a mud wall, It's kind of muddy and thick, and a Vestal cuts through there, and a Reba Rambo cuts through there and lifts that energy. I don't know. It's just, everybody's ears are different. It's sort of like food, I like liver and onions, but not everybody does. And they can be wrong if they want. Yes, the Texans lost. Hello, my old boss is in love with you. How old is she? Yep, Colt sent Houston packing. Well, it's Houston, Patricia. I'll catch up to you in age in 8 days, Marie. You're going to be old. Well, y'all, I love you all. Thank y'all for tuning in on this Saturday night, and I hope to see you soon. And don't forget, if you want to go on the Mark Lowry Spring Fling Cruise, you call this number and get your room. Get your room. We leave March 23rd. We get home on the 28th. We leave out of Fort Lauderdale. We're going to the Caribbean, the Ball Brothers, the Martins, my pastor, Brett Jones, Stan Whitmire. Y'all, you don't want to miss it. And it may be my last cruise. Who knows? Of course, you know, we're not promised tomorrow.